crashing down, and we're building back up again now. Say your heart, say your mind, say all you hide. I won't let you go, can't let this die. When you lose yourself, I'll be right beside you. I'll be right beside you.
Wanna be delivered to the I wanna be delivered to the rug.
Cocaine in my nose, there got rose in my cup though. Started climbing my phone, she got me locked in on cup though. Cocaine in my nose, there got
Test, test, 1, 2. Sorry about that. Okay, I can see that OBS could actually hear me now. Thank you, Bot. Oh, I meant to change your settings, Botrix. Botrix. Hold on. Chat bot. Timers. Edit. Let's set that to every 30 minutes and require at least. Okay, that should be better. Okay. Okay, so what I was saying is, now that I am multi-stream, I can't speak. Now that I'm multi-streaming on YouTube and Kick and Twitch and all the things, I need to start making thumbnails. Did you hear this part? I can't remember. I don't know when my mic cut out. Stop me if I'm repeating myself. But so I'm multi-streaming. I need to set thumbnails for YouTube, so I can no longer decide what I'm gonna do for stream, like 30 seconds before the streams. Okay, good. So I'm not repeating myself. That's good to know. So I can't no longer decide what I'm gonna do for like stream, like 30 seconds before the stream starts, because then I won't have time to make a thumbnail and change it on YouTube, and I can't just upload a standard thumbnail because that won't work. It probably will. I could probably do something for it, but then it probably wouldn't look as nice. So I make all my thumbnails now. And since I'm making thumbnails, I need to give myself at least like maybe, say an hour. Let's just, yeah, say an hour. It shouldn't take me, they normally don't take me too long. I mean, my thumbnails are normally pretty simple, but let's just say like they take an hour. So I need to decide, say an hour and a half before stream starts. Or be late. I mean, I'm late anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but. So I need to decide, let's say an hour and a half before stream. So I'm going to need to be a little bit more picky about when I choose. But that's fine. And the reason I did that before, that I can't do anymore, is because then I just didn't have fun streaming. And then it felt like, let's say I set my schedule and say, hey, I'm going to play this game at this time on this day, and that's what we're going to do. And then it's not fun, because it'll become this time at this day, and I don't want to play that game. I would want to play this other game. And I would change it before. I was like, I'll play it, or I really, really don't want to play it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe you don't feel like it. So I didn't feel like it, and it made streaming not fun. So I had to change the way I did my schedules, and now the way I do it is I have a schedule still, but it's only this day at these times. It's these days at this time. That's my schedule, and I don't know what I'm doing. I still decide what I'm going to do for stream like 30 minutes before. I plan to start streaming soon, but I don't think I will do a schedule at all or set specific games. I would say have a schedule, because people like consistency and like, hey, we know you could find you on these days at these times. But I would definitely agree 100% with the don't set specific games part, because that's what I did, and I just found it not very fun. And personally, I like having the schedule of like, you have this to do tonight, you know? It gives me a nice little routine, and it means I'm not just staring at my, too much pressure. I had a time commitment. Yeah, see, that's what this is. This becomes a time commitment, but it's not important. That's the big thing. It's not important. So let's say, hey, do you want to go to family dinner at, this night? And it's like, yeah, sure. And I don't probably about the streams, and often if you follow me on Twitter, shameless self-promo, you can find it either on the About section. You should be able to find it in the About section on Twitter and Kick, or in the description of YouTube. Yeah, but if you follow me there, you would see that I often cancel streams because I have a family thing. Like, I canceled... when did I cancel last? I think it was last week. I think I canceled last week because I was at a family dinner. And I was having dinner with my family. I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to get home until like 9 o'clock. I got to be asleep at like 10 in order to be at work in time. So, no stream. Sucks for them, but oh well, I need to make sure I get to work because I need the money. Okay. living ain't free. Okay, I gotta pay for the car, I gotta pay for the phone, I gotta pay to be able to talk to people, I gotta pay for gas, I gotta what else I gotta do? Gotta pay bills, just like yeah, it's expensive. It shouldn't be expensive, but it's expensive, and that's just kind of how it is. I gotta pay to keep the emergency case of Dr. Pepper under my desk. Because on days like this where I forget my phone and I'm going to be yapping for like an hour to an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours if it really goes long, but I'm going to want to drink and I don't want to go to BRB screen 5 minutes into stream, you know, so emergency case of Dr. Pepper. Also, if we run out of tea, yeah, breathing air is spendy. Get 2 messages at once. I lost my train of thought. So yeah, so I don't want to go to BRB like 5 minutes into stream. And then sometimes we don't have any tea in the fridge that's cold because, well, the rest of my family drink it all, and I had to make 2 gallons. And so the gallons didn't cycle properly. Or we would have like half a gallon in there, and that's done and that's gone before the other gallon's cold, so it's still not ready to be drunk. And it's just like, I don't. And then I gotta get the emergency case of Dr. Pepper. Or if we start running low, I know my mom's gonna want some tea, so I'll drink the Dr. Pepper instead of having tea. And I don't care what temperature my Dr. Pepper is as long as it's not hot. So I will drink room temperature Dr. Pepper all day. But here's the thing about that. I will not drink room temperature Dr. Pepper if the Dr. Pepper was cold before it became room temperature, because it tastes different. I'm not crazy, it tastes different. So the case just lives under the desk as an emergency case. And no one will take it. After this can is gone, though, I will probably go BRB and go get my cup, because I know it's full upstairs. It's just I forgot to grab it. It's full, and I won't drink water. That's been sitting out, so we're able. Yeah, I just don't drink water. I don't know why, but excessive amounts of water makes me nauseous. I just don't know why. Like, I could drink maybe half a cup before feeling like I have to throw up. But any more than that, it doesn't matter if it's like tap water or it's filtered water or it's bottled water. It's just water. I don't know. It's just kind of how it is. So I almost always drink tea. But if I'm not at home, I don't trust restaurant sweet tea because it normally sucks. Maybe missing electrolytes? Maybe. But Pedialyte is just water and electrolytes, and that tastes disgusting. But like Gatorade or something, which is what I was getting to. So I'm gonna backtrack a little bit and repeat myself. So if I'm not at home or anything, because I won't drink like sweet tea from a restaurant unless it's like a restaurant that we trust. Like Chick-fil-A normally is pretty good about their sweet tea. What else is good? Cracker Barrel is hit and miss. Like, they're 50-50. Sometimes their sweet tea is fine, other times it's not good. We went down to visit family. We met up with my uncle, and he said the restaurant, we went to Buffalo Wild Wings, and he said their sweet tea was fine. That was actually fine. I mean, it was a little, it wasn't as sweet as we drink it here at home, or about how we like it, but it was fine. So I drank it. So it depends, but since I don't have access to the tea, I would normally drink Dr. Pepper when we're out and about, or I'll drink Gatorade. And that's it. Right, boss? Okay, I work in the deli at the back of a gas station, and my boss is really cool. He says, hey, y'all, if you want, you can make yourself something to eat, and you don't have to pay for it, or if you want to go grab a drink, you can just go grab it and you don't have to pay for it. But there's a but with that. I drink a lot. I don't eat a lot. I eat like twice a day if I remember. So yeah, I don't eat a lot, but I do drink a lot. So boss says you could go get whatever you want to drink. I'm drinking as much as I drink at home. I got a drink limit at work. They told my boss went, hey Yoda, guess what? 2 drink limit. Any more than that, you gotta pay. It's like, dang it. Oh well. It's good while it lasted. I found a workaround though. I'll mix it up. So I have like, I'll take two. So now at work, I'll drink like 2 Gatorades and a Dr. Pepper, or I'll drink. Yeah, it is very sad. It's very, very sad. Why was it happening? But it's fine. I just drink like 2 different drinks, and that's normally enough to get me through the day. I'm thirsty when I get home though. But then I'll just go wash my cup and I'm good. And I also have a coffee, so it's like 5 drinks total, which is that's just perfectly fine. That's more than enough to get me through my work day. But if I get a job and I work from home, so whatever I have, here's what I drink. I want a job where I could work from home, but I prefer water. I don't like water. Oh, excuse me. I prefer tea. Yeah, I want a job where I work from home because that way I don't have to worry about gas. If I had a job where I could work from home, you don't like tea? Okay, that's fine. Everyone likes different things. Hold on, my nose is itchy. If I had a job where I worked from home, I would save so much money on gas. I mean, I'm already saving a lot of money on gas. The remote job market is competitive. Yeah, I can see that. I feel like the way to go to get into it would be to go get a job at like an office space or something, but have a job where you're on your computer all day, or you just managing phone calls on like a cell phone that they provide for you. Because like some jobs give it like here's a company phone that you have to keep on you when you're working, and you got to pick it up if it rings, and here's a laptop, go have fun. And then I feel like the way is like, hey boss, can I work from home this day because no office, not office space. No, it's so sucking. I feel like I'd be fine with an office space. That's just me though. Just like, I don't care about work. I just want to go. I just want to get paid. Just put me in a chair, tell me what to do, and I'll do it. I'm the same way at the job I'm at now. Working in the kitchen. They'll be like, hey Yoru, what happened on Saturday? I was like, I couldn't tell you. I came to work. It was a date. I made food. I took orders. I went home. That's about all I can tell you about Saturday. It was, in fact, a day. Nothing of note happened. Although sometimes there is like, hey Yoda, what happened on Saturday? It's like, oh, this is what happened last week. Hey Yoda, what happened on Saturday? Oh, you know, I need a name. Hey, give me a name for my coworker. Male name. Just so I can tell the story. Brian. Okay, great. Hey Yoda, what happened? Actually, let's do it this way so I can still read chat. Hey Yoda, what happened on Saturday? Oh, Brian brought his daughter to help out at work. So she was working that Saturday, and it's gonna be... But I forget that people are not used to me. So I reached up and grabbed something. I don't know why I reached up. My arms don't move. So I reach up and grab something, and my shoulder pops out of its socket. And then Brian's daughter is just like... I say, ow, and Brian's daughter's like, oh, you hit your elbow? I was like, no, my shoulder fell out of its socket because I'm falling apart. And I pop it back into place, and Brian's daughter goes, ooh. I was like, oh, yeah, people are not used to that. I'm just so used to my coworkers doing it because I do it all the time. I'm falling apart. I'm falling apart. It's fine, though. Bad joints. It doesn't hurt that bad. So yeah, like you asked me something like that, and say Brian's daughter did something I thought was funny. I'm not even old. I'm not even 20 yet. I'm 19. Okay, wait. We called my coworker Brian, right? Yeah, we called him Brian. So Brian then told his daughter, was just like, yeah, Yoda's the oldest 19-year-old you're ever gonna meet. I'm like, accurate. I just agreed with him. I was just like, oh yeah. that sounds right. My joints are... I'm falling apart. I was just like, what did I say? Crap. I said, oh yeah, I'm falling apart. And just owned it. Yeah, I'm young then. I'm probably going to have arthritis by the time I'm 30. My mom says I'm going to need a cane by the time I'm 30. My shoulder started hurting, so I popped it back into place. And I saw my mic pick it up. I don't know if you heard that, but I saw my mic spike when I didn't say anything. Just I saw my mic pick it up. I think that's funny. So yeah. It's not gonna be fun when I get old. It's not. It's fine. I'm fine. I need some duct tape, but I'm fine. Oh no, that's what the zebra stripes. Wait, hold on, they're over here. That's what the zebra stripes are for. It's because it's a medical thing, and the zebra stripes are for rare disease awareness. So let's see if I can get a thing. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Hold on. Let's see. Images. So the puzzle is for autism, though. Yes, it is. That's what it is. I wanted to include some stuff like that. Hold on. Let me just yoink this. And then no, we don't want to add that. We want to add this. Hold up. Let's see. Yep, EDS. That's what it is. Where are my screenshots? Yep, see? Oh, crap. There we go. Why did my... Okay, there we go. See? Rare disease awareness. And is the zebra stripes. And I got other stuff that it probably applies to, but I'm not sure. But that's the big one with the zebra stripes. It's fine. So, it's not a big deal. It's just a thing. And when I was doing my EMT training, one thing that they teach you is don't feel bad for a diagnosis the patient has had for years. Like, let's say patient has had, I don't know, let's say they've been, let's say they had a food allergy their entire life, and you absolutely love this food that they're allergic to, but they can't have it. And you don't feel bad for them, because they are normal. Everyone has their normal, okay? And just because they live a little bit different doesn't mean they're not still enjoying life and stuff. It's not, oh, you poor thing. It's like they're used to it. This is what they've been doing their entire life, so it's fine, okay? I've been dealing with EDS my entire life. It's not like I just, oh, well, I'm bored. Let's suddenly decide to give myself a joint, a lack of collagen in between my joints, just so I fall apart. You know, it's just something I've dealt with. Well, it's fine. It's great. I don't mind it. It allows me to do some party. I could just look at my thumb, and as a party, it hurts, but I can do it, and I'd like to do it as a party trick. I'm gonna regret that in like 20, 30 years, because my thumb is gonna be like exploding all the time, but I don't do it very often. But if I meet someone new and like I'm like, we're in this like fun environment, let me freak you out a little bit and get myself some entertainment because there's a lot of people around. Pop, 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 pop. I can do it on both. It's easier on my right hand, but I can pop out both, and it's just like a thing I do to freak people out sometimes, just because it's funny. Were you diagnosed early with autism? You don't have to. I have no idea. It's been there for as long as I could remember, but I have no idea. And I'm actually totally fine with people asking questions when it comes to my medical stuff. Like, I also have to get infusions every night. I have to get 2 liters of Pedialyte every night, and just infuses while I'm asleep. So, I also would wear a backpack after like a certain time. So when I was working in a drive-thru at night, before I got the job I'm working at now, where I'm working in mornings, don't recommend the switch, by the way. I miss working at nights, but I would wear a book bag, and some people would be like, "Oh, you ready to go home?" It's like, "No, it's attached to me," and I'll show them the line or the tube that it's going to, the fluid is going through, and they'll be like, "Oh, you poor thing," and I was like, "No, it's fine, ma'am. Listen, I've had this for years. It's fine. It is great. It is helpful. I like it." And other people would be like, "Oh, excuse me." Other people would be like, "Are you ready to go home?" I was like, "No, it's attached to me." Or they'll be like, "Hey, what's the book bag for?" And I'll be like, "Oh, it's attached to me." And I show them the tube, and they'll be like, "Oh, so is that like insulin?" I was like, "No, it's not insulin. It's Pedialyte. Yeah, you don't want to be treated differently, I'm sure." Yeah. That's why I like people asking questions. Is because it shows me that they're willing to learn, and if they're willing to learn and ask questions, it's them being curious and not them judging someone. And it just shows, like, hey, you're treating me like a human and not like a zoo exhibit that you have to take care of, you know? And I respect that you want to learn, and I will answer questions. I mean, if it gets, obviously there are some I won't answer just because I'm not comfortable answering it. Like, I won't tell you, hey, I have this diagnosis, and I take this for it, and I have this diagnosis, and I take this for it, and I have this diagnosis, and this is what I do to help with that, because of the medicine that would help with that. And I also have this part of, I have like this, and this, and this. I won't tell you everything, but like, if you ask me like, hey, what's with the zebra stripes? I'll be like, oh, I have some rare medical diseases, and like one of them's EDS, and like here, look at my thumb, pop, 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 pop. And then they get freaked out, and I find it funny. And they asked a question, and then learned, and that is good. It was a positive interaction for all parties. Unless they get really grossed out, then it might have been like, okay, maybe should have asked. It's still funny to me, so. Or it's like, hey, what's the puzzle pieces for? It's like, oh, I have autism. Like, I don't mind, but I don't mind being. How do I put this into words? Hold on, how do I put this into words? I can't put this into words, so actually, I can't even give an example. I'm gonna try to describe how I feel about the autism thing by using a quote I said when I was like 13. But I'm not gonna get this right, and it's probably not gonna get my point across at all. So just be warned. So I like having autism. It means I think differently, I can see things differently, but it also makes things difficult. Like, social interactions are hard. I don't like people, and I believe the autism and some sensory issues that go along with that are what led to me having photo and phonophobia, which is this extreme sensitivity to light and sound. Like, I have lights on top of my monitor right now that I'm using to help with the tracking to make sure I'm well lit. I actually have them turned down quite a bit, so I'm still being lit up, but at their back, they hurt a lot if I put them at their max setting. And like loud noises hurt, and if I'm working, I have to wear earplugs. And it's not ear protection earplugs. Like, they won't, like, you can't shoot a gun with them or anything, but they make everything quiet. Thank you. Bright lights do suck. Like, I have these turned down, and when I was really young, it was pretty bad because they didn't know how to handle it. Now I have a tolerance built up just because it's kind of hard to avoid light. So I have a tolerance built up now, but when I was young, you know how the doctor would shine the light in your eye to check it? They would have to turn that down, or they would shine it just under my eye, or they would shine it just under my eye, so it's not as bright. And even now, I still don't like bright lights. Like, I have a light in my ceiling. I don't use that light in my ceiling. What instead I got Christmas lights strung up around the top of the room, because they're much dimmer. I just have like one of those plugs that have a button. It has a cord and a button attached to the outlet. I plug them into that, so I walk in the door, I hit the button instead of flipping the switch. You know? So I use the Christmas lights because they're dim and the light hurts. I also have a smart bulb and a lamp over there that I have. Like, if the Christmas lights were broken and I just didn't have time to go to a store and buy some new ones, and one light bulb was cheaper than a couple things of Christmas, 2 things of Christmas lights in July. So I bought a smart bulb and just dimmed it a lot, and then I used a lamp to light my entire room. Like, it's a very small lamp too. It has a lampshade, so it's also dim. That's also dimming it. So like, bright light. Like, I use dim lights in my space. Like, I'm in my room. All the lights are on right now, and the two brightest things in here are the dimmed lighting, like mini studio lights that I have on top of my monitor for the tracking. Oh, excuse me. And what was this tangent about? Okay, I remember. So, the autism. I don't remember where I was at. So I'm just gonna say, and a lot of people in the autistic community don't like the puzzle piece. I like the puzzle piece. But a lot of people don't like it. That's why they're switching to like the neurotypical infinity rainbow thing. To also include autism. No, not neurotypical. Non-neurotypical. Neuroatypical. Like infinity symbol that has like the rainbow going on for autism as well. And I like the puzzle piece because I feel that the world is the puzzle, not that we are the puzzle, but that's what the original of this thing was supposed to be. It was like, oh, autism gets a puzzle piece because they are a puzzle to be figured out. I was like, why would you look at it that way when people with autism can look at it as the world is a puzzle to figure out? Wait, hold on, did they? My puzzle piece is transparent. Dang it! I feel like both a puzzle, people, and the world. I feel like both are a puzzle, people, and the world. Oh yeah, they are. I don't like people. I mean, that's not to say I don't... Actually, no, I need to mess with my chroma key settings. Why am I on YouTube Studio? Let's see, where's my model? There we go. This is the wrong spot. Let's see. That's the wrong thing. Where are the filters? Filters? Ah, found it. I found it. Okay, let's see here. Chroma key. Let's put this over here just so I can see. Okay. How do I, like, make it not on just a specific part? Okay. I just noticed that my puzzle piece was slightly transparent. Thank you for the follow! Okay, I'm gonna try to say your name again. Just correct me if I'm wrong. Midaskiwi, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Also, I forgot to mute my phone. I don't know who owns the copyright on the Roadrunner thing, so we're gonna turn that off before. Okay, I don't care. My model is simple. I don't have special parts. Oh, you don't know your model. Yeah, no, I picked a bad design choice. Look here, hold on. Let me show you something. Hold on. So, this is my full model, and let me know if you see the problem. I picked all the colors. I picked all of the colors. I got blue, I got green, and I don't have magenta, but I have red and purple right next to each other, so it gets chroma keyed out if I use magenta. So, and purple normally gets picked up with magenta. So, next time I'm just gonna request not to have green on the model. I'm gonna say change the color of the green puzzle pieces. I don't care what you change it to. Just keep it kind of brighter colors, and don't make it green. Nothing wrong with colors. Yes, there's nothing wrong with colors, but you know what there is something wrong with? Green screens. Okay. What if we turn down the similarity? Oh, now I have a blue border. Dang it. Oh, now I'm invisible. What if we set this like... Hold on, let me try changing the color of my backdrop. What can I change it to? Because, like, I have dark. Hold on, maybe if they... Nope, can't do white. Oh, let's see, background. Color picker. You know, that might work. I know, then it's gonna make that, because this is more green, it's gonna make that get more gone. Unless I shift the color on the green screen to be more blue. And then I could own, like, a lighter blue. So let's see, let's go here and select the color. Be, thank you, Botrix. Let's pick a slightly darker blue. Like that. This was a bad idea. So we're gonna undo that. Because now I'm transparent. And the backdrop isn't. So let's think. Brighter blue. And then I'm still invisible. So then we drop the similarity way down. No. Okay, what if we just go over here and yoink this? So let's go color picker. Select 18EA5. Select a color. 18EA5. And now I have. Okay, I'm no longer transparent. Why are my ears off? Or why are my ears down? There we go. So now let's. What does this do? That's not right. Yeah, this is too green. Oh no, I'm pale. I need to get some sun. Can't. Let's see, what color? What color will work? I can do. I think blue would work best because it has the least amount of blue. Actually, this might work. 189AEE. VTube Studio has a transparent and capture feature, but that does not work for their virtual camera. Well, not too much. You don't want skin cancer. Yes, that is true. Too much sun is a very bad thing. What was it? 5AE, I think. No, I'm blue. No, I'm transparent again. Was it 9A? It was 9A. Am I transparent again? Okay, let's see. Now that's transparent. Puzzle piece is still slightly transparent. A little bit more.
Always at the same place, the same people every day.
There we go.
This black old Corvette standing in front of my way. We were both in high school.
And my legs aren't transparent, so that's good. It's funny that I need to use a blue screen, even though I have blue. Could probably make green work too, but now I have a weird little blue border. How do I make that go away? So now the blue border is gone, but the puzzle piece is transparent again. So maybe we're gonna have to compromise with some blue border. Let's try setting this like, I don't know, 200. No, it's not 200. 175 was where it was at. Let's try this. I think. Well, not too much. You don't. Okay, I already read that message. Okay. I think that looks good. Midas Kiwi? What do you think? I need a shorter. What can I call you? Your name is really long. It looks good? Okay, thank you. Kiwi's good? Okay. Thank you, Kiwi. Now that's solved. Is it there? There. Okay. Now that's done. Okay, where was I before the rant? I had to fix my green screen. I'm gonna go put a note in my, hold on, where's my... You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put a note in my model for... Oh, there's still a blue border that's quite large. It just kind of blends in with the background. You can kind of see it on the tail a little bit. It doesn't blend in that much, so I think it'll be fine. Okay, I'm gonna go put a note in my model folder for chroma key settings. Yes, I did see it now that you pointed it. I think I'll be fine. I'm not... The only other option I do is I use game capture, but then you capture like my Vtuber Studio menu, so if I need to open and do something, like I can just use Vtuber Studio, a game capture it, instead of using its virtual camera. Vtuber Studio tends to be the standard. But one thing I wish they would do is like their virtual camera would be transparent in the background. I don't know if that's how that works. So, because if you use it as a game capture, it is transparent. Actually, can I just set the background to be transparent? And I can just see whatever program it happens to be under Vtuber Studio. Hold on, let me... Nope, can't set it to be transparent. Oh well. I use VC Face and OBS. What's VC Face? I'm also using OBS. VC. Face. Hold on. It says it works through. Hold on. Hold on, I'm reading this. It says it's compatible. It's supported through Vtuber Studio. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a sec. Let me just skim through this real quick. Hold on. I got an idea. No, I don't. Yeah, no, I don't. Okay, what I was gonna do is like, what if I just set up something to capture it, and because then it'll still show up. Yeah. Okay. I guess we can just keep playing with this because I don't really want to switch away from Vtuber Studio just because like that's the industry kind of standard. So that's what everyone's kind of using, is what everyone knows. And I don't want to have to get like special things done. Hold on. Let's go pick the right shade. That red, I can pick red because red is very minimal. I can just pick a off shade of red, something not quite magenta, but I need it to be plenty away from purple. Let's try like something like this. Turn up the red more. Hold up, let me try this. And then I'll put a note in my model folder for chroma key settings. This is FF0031. Okay, now the red is kind of transparent, but we could kind of turn up it. The smoothness is really high. If we turn down the smoothness and turn up, ooh. Let me put myself right over here. Similarity put there. And crank, slowly crank. Oh, I can just make myself disappear. Okay, I need something that's less red, because it's really conflicting. So let's turn down the red. That color is really ugly. It's not as ugly in VTube Studio, just because that's what the setting. But like with the current chroma key settings, that makes the background color real ugly. Hold up, let me. Why can't I open up my thing? Because I closed the chroma key settings. That's why. This was not supposed to be a me perfecting my green screen stream, but that's what it's become, and that's fine with me. BE0031. Good art, it looks better. It's a good experience for you since I will start my channel soon. Oh, that's great. I'm glad I'm being helpful. I can see through the red a little bit, but it's not bad. And the border is very low. It's very small too. So that's. I think this is it. Like, color similarity a little bit. No, I actually want to turn down the color similarity a little bit. Okay, there's still like a corner of that puzzle piece that's missing, but I think that is fine. Yeah, I think this is better. It's not as noticeable. And if I didn't know what I was looking for, I probably would miss it. Okay, so let's put this over here. Close this and close VTube Studio before I touch anything and mess it up. Okay, then let's go over. I blocked chat, so I can't see if anyone's saying anything. Let's unblock chat. And then, you know, I'm just gonna save it to my backup because it's already set up on this computer, but I just kind of need it if I'm gonna put it on a new computer. So let's just go over here, find my model, and make a new text folder. That's a new folder. I don't want a new folder. I want a new text file. A new text file in the folder for the model where like all the stuff and settings are, and hope it doesn't break anything. It shouldn't, because there's nothing that would call it, so it should just take up more space. and that is something I'm willing to spare. We call this chroma key. Is chroma key one word or two? It's 2 words. Okay. Chroma key settings. We'll edit that with Notepad++. There's Notepad++. Always open text files with Notepad++ because it's great. Okay, chroma key settings. Key color type is going to be custom color. The next is key color, which is going to be BE0031. Similarity. I forgot the I. Similarity. Is 58. My smoothness. Key color. That's not right. Key color spill. Oh, I could edit more things. I think this is just gonna... Yeah, that's what I thought. Crap, what was the default? I found it. I figured it out. Okay, and everything else is just default. That's right. Everything else the default. Don't think I spelled that right. Hey Kiwi, do you know how to spell default? Thank you. You were... I did not spell... I only forgot one letter, though, so that's fine. Ah. Yeah, you're definitely faster than me looking that up in a dictionary, so thank you. And you did... It looks right enough. The way I had it looks wrong, but since I have the dictionary, I'll double check it for you. Hold on. I'm also no English major. Hold on. B, D, M, D, G, B, C, D, E, F, G. It goes before this. It's D, E, F, A. I, F, I, F, E. Deface, de facto. Yep, you were correct. It is, you spelt it right. Mine too. Mine too. My spelling abilities are also limited. But you did spell default right. So, You beat me in the spelling bee. Okay. So the chroma key settings are now saved. Right there. And then we could actually close this on Notepad++ so my computer doesn't complain when it can't find the file. And then I'm gonna actually... Nope. Get rid of that. Okay. I don't... I think there's always gonna be a border, so I shouldn't be too tough on it, but if you look at my left ear, which is actually your right, because that's how directions work. If you look at the ear on the right side of your screen that's currently pointing straight up, you can see the border a little bit when I put it in that like kind of contrasty area. But I don't think that's too bad. Unless I point it out, I don't think anyone's really going to notice it. So that's good. And that actually, this took a great amount of time because I've met my hour quota. So if I just, I still got some energy. What time is it? It's only 9 o'clock. I can go for a little bit longer. I don't know what I'm going to talk about for the rest of the stream, but I can go for a little bit longer. It's how the model was designed, I think. Yeah, but it's my own design. It's my own artistic choices. Because I said, hey, can you include this, and this, and this? And guess what? I just checked all the boxes for this. Because normally it's either a blue screen, a green screen, or a magenta screen. Those are like the standards, and those are the presets in OBS that just kind of work. Because they work the best. And I said, oh, I want all the colors that are standard green screens. So, yeah, I am. And if you mean the like slighter red part around the ear, being how the model was designed, it's not there in the files. I've seen the file, like I can pull up my reference sheet and like, it's not there. Hold on, let me just steal an ear from my reference sheet just because I can. It would be the outline width though. It's just kind of like where the programs are trying to blend it all together. This is the wrong reference sheet. And this is also the wrong reference sheet. This is like... I should really label these reference sheets. This is not even a reference sheet. Why is it in this folder? Yep, delete it. I don't need that. Let's see. Ear. Do I have a good ear? I do have a good ear. I could just steal on my ear. Haha, I have stolen my ear. Audio. Not audio. Where are my screenshots? Can I open the folder? Thank you. Behold. What games I normally play like Minecraft, Overwatch, and I've actually been recently replaying Halo because I want to train myself on mouse and keyboard. So that's what I've been doing recently. I just didn't really feel like playing anything today, but I also kind of felt like playing like 4 different... I felt like playing Minecraft, felt like playing Scrap Mechanic today, felt like playing Halo today. I just also kind of felt like not playing anything, and the not playing anything won, so I didn't know what to do, so that's why I titled the stream what I titled it. So yeah, I have a screenshot of my ear here, because I have stolen my own ear. I chopped it off and then cloned it and stuck it back on. Okay. So, you can see there's no outline on there. Okay. I don't need your ear. Now, speaking of screenshots, that's actually how I make all my thumbnails. I don't know if you're gonna be streaming on like Twitch or YouTube or anything, but if you don't want to pay for like Photoshop or anything where you can save layers, you could use layers in Paint, and it comes pre-installed on your computer, like Microsoft Paint, assuming you're using a Windows computer. You could use layers on that, but the layers won't save. So if you save it with a bunch of different layers and then close the image and reopen it from your save, the layers will just be gone. So what I do to get around that is I design all my thumbnails in Microsoft PowerPoint. Yeah, I have a PowerPoint presentation where I design my thumbnails. And there's like only 3 in there because that's how many I've made so far. But I just felt like so much effort. No, it's not. That's me being lazy. Because now I can make a lot of... Let's say I'm doing a Halo series of streams or videos or something on YouTube. I could go in, I could say part 1 in PowerPoint, save... excuse me. Save the file, go back and edit the text. Because like if I'm in Microsoft Paint, I write MS Paint, and I write part 1, I have to delete I have to like remake the entire thing because I can't go edit the text of part 1. It's just in the image now, and there's nothing I can do about that. Or I could save it as its own layer. I could I could erase just the 1, and then write a 2 and just line it up properly, which would be. Or I could just go into PowerPoint, write part 1, and then edit it to say part 2, and then edit it to say part 3. I mean, if you're only doing Twitch, you'll be fine. It's only helpful for YouTube. But I also just... And then what I'm doing is So I want a record. I don't know why, I just kind of want a record. YouTube has a record, but I kind of want my own record. And then So I just... If I want to make the next episode's thumbnail, for example, for like the Halo series, I would do is like copy the entire slide, paste it into the slideshow at the end, and then I just click on the text box and change 2 to 3 or 5 to 6 or 13 to 14 or what have you, and I'm good. I'm done. And then the way... Oh, excuse me. And the way I get it out of the PowerPoint is I start the presentation. I go to the last slide. I then I hit print screen so I could open up the screenshot window. I set the screenshot to, like, I go to the little drop down menu beside the X on the screenshot thing. I set it to window instead of like its default of rectangle. And I just click on the full screen version of the slide. And it just captures the entire slide. And then I just upload the screenshot to YouTube. And then I delete the screenshot. And because I still have it in the slideshow if I need it. So I actually think this is less effort in the long run. And I've been doing this for a few days now, and I wanted to work it in, but I just realized I'm in a yapping space where I could talk about literally anything I want, and I had nothing to talk about, so I wanted to share. Because I do all sorts of like odd little things. Because I have a very weird setup. Because I'm using a trackball mouse, which no one uses a trackball, but I use a trackball. I game with a trackball. People say, I use weird keybinds. Like if I'm playing Minecraft, for example, I have inventory set to tab, and people call me weird for that. If I'm playing an FPS game, I have my reload set to F instead of R. Most people play with like, what is it, like a 65, 75%? Whoa. Hold on. I don't want to get this wrong. Keyboard layouts. Hold on. None of these are labeled. Keyboard layout types. Again, none of these are labeled. Ah, these ones are labeled. I feel like most people, like especially all the custom gaming keyboard brands, use either 65 or 75% keyboards, and that's like the standard. I don't use those. I use a 96% keyboard layout, just because I like having a numpad, but I don't like having a whole bunch of extra buttons, all the extra buttons that a full-size keyboard has. So I use a 96% 100 key layout, because some 96% key. Thank you, Botrix. It's just, yeah. So it's kind of a weird setup. The keyboard is the least weird part about the setup, and that's fine with me. That is fine with me. Okay. Yeah. Do you have like a middle section in between your like alphanumeric keys and your numpad with like the arrow keys, and then hold on, let me just paste this up here. I don't want, because like there's also like 6, so you have like the middle section with these arrow keys and like the 6 buttons. I don't like having the extra 6 buttons because I don't do anything with the extra 6 buttons. So I wanted one a little bit smaller, so I got one that's a little bit smaller. I want to make my own. I've been watching too many custom keyboard videos on YouTube recently. Speaking of watching YouTube, I got annoyed the other day. I have keys on the left too. Oh, I don't. Your keyboard's much larger than mine. You got a big keyboard. I mean, I have space on it for my desk. My desk is massive. But, yeah, I was watching YouTube the other day, and I kind of got annoyed because there's this dude in Japan who started his own business, and the entire business is basically rent an introvert. And that's what he does. He makes so much. He makes like 80K a year doing this, and that's his entire business model is rent an introvert. People pay him to follow them around. He doesn't say nothing. He doesn't do nothing. He's just there, and he's making like 80K a year. It's like, this dude is genius. I'm not doing it. You get it? Like, I don't trust people enough to rent myself out as an introvert. Like, I was like, I would do it, but at the same time, I was like, I don't trust people enough to just follow them blindly wherever, you know? Yeah. I mean, yeah, that too. But, like, he's just, like, literally being paid to do nothing. His job is to just be there. He'll answer, and he'll give limited answers. Like, if someone asks him a question, he'll be like, yeah, sure. He won't go and, like, he won't give in-depth answers. He'll just answer little bits. Like, simple answers, like, hey, are you hungry? Yes. Hey, where do you want to go? I don't know. Where do you want to go? It's like, I don't know this for certain, but this is what I've got. Oh, yeah. He's probably socially exhausted. I get tired working, and like I kind of live in the middle of nowhere, and the nearest town is a gas station town with like 4 buildings, and like the only business is like, let's see, the nearest town is like like the only business in the town is a gas station. So like it's a very small area, mostly used by hunters. So we're kind of extra busy at the moment, and I'm getting so socially drained because it's hunting season and people like the woods for deer. And since we're gonna have these extra customers, I come home and I'm just done. Like, nope, too many people today. Too many. Yeah, he's probably socially exhausted, especially considering how densely populated Japan is. I can't imagine it's fun, but it's like he got like the dream job. Like, hey, do you want to make 80K a year? Yes. Do you want to do nothing for it? Absolutely. All right, go follow this person around. They rented you. Okay. It probably helps that he doesn't have to maintain, like... ain't that the truth? Actually, I do want a job. I just kind of want to be put in an office. Okay, I'm gonna be going to, school for accounting. That way I could just be put in a little office somewhere and say, here, do these numbers. I'll be like, okay, get out of my office. I'm going to do the numbers. And then that's just my job. I just get to play with math all day. So that's what I'm going to do. Currently where I'm at is I'm going to get some funds. I've been dumping all of my funds into my car recently, trying to get it repaired so I can do things and have more freedom with my schedule. So I've been dumping all that money into the car. I recently cut back on how much I'm dumping into the car, so I have a little bit more money, and I got everything, all my Christmas presents and stuff bought and finished now, and I just finished paying off for all of my stream things because I was picky and wanted it all custom made, so I set up a whole bunch of finance things, and I just got all that paid off this month. Actually, I think last week. So now my expenses have dropped significantly. I just started saving like an extra $250 a month. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let it sit for a few weeks, maybe about a month and a half, to build my to build up my savings account a little bit and build up like just how much I have, and then work out a payment plan so it's not as harsh. I'll fix my finances to still meet bill deadlines, but not have big payments. Because currently what I'm paying is like I'm dumping all. Most of my bills are scheduled for one day, which I like because it's like easy to, okay, gotta have all this paid by this day. I don't have to worry about it, and after that day, I'm just good for the rest of the month. Like, it's in the middle of the month too, so it's like, okay, I have about first half of the month, I gotta get all the stuff paid off, and that's fine. It gives me about 2 weeks. I could do it in like 2 weeks, maybe 4 weeks, and then I'll just worry about it next week. And then like kind of gives me like a week after where I'm just good. I don't gotta worry about any of that stuff. And then after that, I still have about a week left in the month. I can start getting things paid off then, and hopefully have it all paid off again by the next month. Or I could just set up a thing where I pay you weekly. I'll keep track of it, and then after it's done, boom, I'm good. I could walk over there. I could spend a little bit extra, but not too much, because I still gotta pay for the next month. It's a thing. I gotta figure this all out. I gotta run all the numbers. I'm not gonna say all my numbers because I feel like that would somehow dox me. I don't know. Yeah. So, I'm gonna give it like, is it? Thank you. Also, I don't know what I really want to do for the rest of my life either. I've been bouncing between a few things, but 2 of them are related to accounting. So, I've been bouncing since like between like 3 or 4 jobs. But 2 of them are accounting based, so that's like 2 or 3 jobs. So I picked accounting just because A, it'll be helpful even if I don't decide to do it as a career. I will still be able to manage my own finances and file my own taxes and have so much money saved. So that's gonna definitely help save my money. But I was like, so currently what my plan is to get the accounting degree, and then after that, try to get a job as an accountant, and then go back to school for forensics or criminal justice or whatever, and then go into forensics with the accounting, be a forensic accountant. But by the time I get to that point, I'll probably just be happy with the accounting. I don't know. It's a thing. I'll figure it out eventually. That's the plan. That's what I was thinking. But like, do I really want to do that forever though? Yeah, so that's the current plan. Yeah, finances. I could go into just be an accounting. I could just be an accountant for some corporation or something. I could go into finance. I could go into it has career paths, you know, and even if it doesn't lead to a career, it will still be helpful in personal life. So I think it'll be a good choice. So that's the current plan. Also, one thing to help with the money is I just looked over, I saw something. Try to find deals. I just found I found a deal. It's probably gonna be a piece of crap, but I'm only out $1.50 if it's a piece of crap, so I'm good. I was scrolling online looking for a new microphone because I'm still trying to find like the right microphone for me. I've gone through This is my 4th microphone that I'm using now, and my 5th is on the way because I'm not. The 4th is the best so far, so I'm following through with it, and I've got another one on the way. It sounds good. Yeah. What I'm looking for is comfort, and then I'll just edit all of this. I'll just edit the settings and stuff to get it the sound right after. But I think I found one. It's $1.50, so it might be a piece of crap. $1.50 counting shipping. So it's probably gonna be a piece of crap. But if it is, I'm only out $1.50. But if it's not, it should be more comfortable than what I'm wearing now. Oh no. Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, do I risk it? I'm gonna risk it. It's probably gonna be a piece of crap, but this is exactly what I'm looking for. But here's the thing. I found some high quality ones. I went to Amazon and found some better ones. I found some better ones on Amazon that are not $1.50. Okay? But here's the thing. If it's $1.50 and it works and it lasts, I'm gonna be good. I would have saved like 20 to 40 bucks on it, okay? Hold on, let me go to Amazon, because I found some actually good ones of the same design. Not by the same brand, or from the same retailer. Amazon. Oh yeah. You know, like the ones that you see, like sometimes comedians wear it, sometimes pastors wear it, sometimes like interviewers wear it. It's like the skin-colored, tiny little microphone that they have on their ear. That's the one I'm getting, because I look around. You probably see it. My model's moving all over the place. Like I'm looking over here, I'm looking over there. I'm losing my tracking over here. I can't lose my tracking the one time I want to lose my tracking. You don't have a headset? I have a headset on, but I'm wearing a microphone under it because that gives me more control over my sound. Because then I feed the microphone into an audio interface, and I feed the headphones into the headphone jack on the audio interface. So I can't use the way I have it set up, I need 2 separate devices. And since I'm wearing the headset, and it's actually being my sound, and I can't pass it through to the audio, the input and the output, because it only has one end, you know? I could probably buy a thing to adapt it to be both, but that's probably not going to work too well. So I need a second thing. And since I don't want to lose the headphones and buy the speakers, because I feel like speakers will be expensive. I have a Logitech. Hold on, what's that? Hold on. Logitech G733. Oh, the headphones? Okay. I don't even know what headphones I have. I still have the box. Give me a second. Oh no, the box is gone. Okay, box is gone. I'm back. These ones are wireless, but because they're wireless, they got a big thing on the side, which makes headphones not comfortable to wear with them. I mean, it kind of works, but at the same time, it doesn't. Also, I wouldn't be able to plug a Logitech. I saw the pictures. It looked like it had a USB dongle. And I wouldn't be able to plug that into my audio interface. So, and I'm using the interface with the headphones too. That gives me a slightly more control over just running it through the computer. Okay, yeah. So here's the microphones that I found. I got 2 that I found that had decent reviews on Amazon. One is $26 and the other is $80. Now the $80 one would probably freaking work. At least I hope so, if it costs an $80. And it's very, very, very small, which I like. I mean, Hold on, where's the link? Hold up. Email. I already bought it, so it's fine. I mean, yeah, I did read the reviews. And everyone says it's... I mean, there's a large portion of them are 5-star reviews, and they seem pretty good. And I can't... There's one 1-star review on this on the $80 microphone, but I can't read it because it's in Spanish. And me no español. However, I needed a foreign language to graduate high school, and I learned. I took Latin. Hold on. Don't worry, Opera. Google. Translate. That's what type of translate. There we go. Detected language to English. Okay, apparently... Hold on, let me look at this picture the dude posted. It says there's a thread that only the people who sell the microphone work. Hold on. Yeah, that's a problem I could actually solve. I could just get around that. Okay. And looking at it, that's a problem I could fix. No problem. I cut the thing off, and the problem's gonna be solved. Because the thread doesn't actually hold any information. It just secures the connection. And most of them don't have threads anyway, and I have an adapter that'll hold on pretty tight. What time is it? It's 9:30. It's a good time to wrap it up. I don't have anything else to talk about today. So, yeah, I think we're good. So, that's been good. No one stopped by on YouTube today. Just one person on Twitch, and then there's no one on Kick. So we don't got enough people to raid anyone on any platform. So, yep, think it's no problem. So there's not gonna be a raid today. And I'd like to thank everyone for joining me. I had a lot of fun. I hope y'all did as well. And I will see y'all later.
it's dawned on me that you ain't coming back. I've lost my chance to see us find our way back. And in the end, amidst these trying times, I'll always try to find you. I'll lie to you to find the truth that you hold back. So stay with me. You know that I'll follow. I can't breathe. Together we'll fall apart. Stay here right in my arms, and we'll start again. So stay with me. Together we'll fall apart. Together we'll fall apart. Together we'll fall apart. We'll fall apart, I know that we're a mess. And I know that you're trying your best. And you're calling me to over dramatically talk to me. And it's so funny, you're all I wanted. And I can't talk, want you out of my life, so say none. I'll wait for days if you ain't one. I'll just say none. So stay with me. You know that I'll follow. I can't breathe. Together we'll fall apart. Stay here right in my arms, and we'll start again. So stay with me. Together we'll fall apart. Together we'll fall apart. Together we'll fall apart. Stay here right in my arms, and we'll start again. So stay with me. Together we'll fall apart.